Welcome to Can't Catch a Break. I'm DJ and Dr. Shar. She's not with us today. She's out still working on projects. But anyway, how's everybody doing out there? There's those listening on today. Appreciate you. Glad you were able to listen. I need your feedback. I need to hear from you. I need to hear from you. Do a follow up. Do a poll. I would like to know what you think. I would like to hear from you. Thank you once again for listening. And on this episode today, I want to talk about something that's, we don't really like, but we do like because it pays the bills. It helps out with keeping electricity on, the gas on in the house, help with fixing repairs and all that, plumbing. But I want to know why do people hate their jobs? Okay, there was a global poll conducted by Gallup, and it has uncovered that out of the world's 1 billion full-time workers, only 15% of people are engaged at work. That means that astronomically, 85% of the people are unhappy in their jobs. So, you mean to tell me that 15% of people are engaged at work only? 85% are unhappy with their jobs. Yeah, I can see that happen. When you get a job, you know how it is. You get to a job, and some jobs you go to, you think that okay, it's going to be a good job, but then as you get in there, you see the ins and outs, you see the ups and downs of a company, and then you like, well, I need to go, I need to get out of here. This job ain't for me. I don't know why. I've been here, and after you've been there for like a year or two, you start feeling the effect is that you don't want to be there, because now you start seeing the unhappiness of employees there. You see a lot of tension in those jobs, and as you go to work full time there, sometimes they disengage, with the work and the employer, because you don't really like the job. You don't like the job. So, and especially in today's time, these fast-paced jobs, technology jobs, and there's so much manufacturing jobs, and you see that the jobs that we once had here, they all moved overseas, right? Because they wanted to pay workers a cheap hourly pay, over there overseas, because they work for little over here. We wanted ways that can support our families and do those things, to help out. But you see it happening. You see what's going on. A lot of people hate their jobs because sometimes it could be the boss. They could be a boss that's mean. It could be a boss that's not a team player, not willing to work with people, get along. He can be mean. He can be bossy. So sometimes that affects people from not wanting to be in a job also. That's why they hate their jobs, and then, it's like, it's all about, to me, power in some of these jobs, because you could be skillful, and you might be of a different color, black or white or Hispanic, different color, and you could be skillful, and you're doing a good job, and you're doing what's tasks that you're doing excellent and working, and you're doing your assignments. You're mastering everything, your job, and all of a sudden, because of sometimes because of favoritism, or they like certain ones and they promote another person, that don't have much skills as you have, so there you go again. So then now you just just got pushed to the side. So that right now you like, man, if I want to quit, but I gotta stay there because until I find a job, another job, I have to stay here. So those be those things, that causes people to stay at their job even when they're miserable because they got, they know they have bills. Okay, and we all know that, and it's like the type of work you do. I mean, sometimes some people find, ourselves doing jobs, just to pay our way. When it comes to retail, people get into retail. They get, they have to do things like 2 or 3 jobs because they know that they have to pay bills. I mean, they know what it takes to survive, and so you know, it's important, and some of them feel somewhat happy about it because now it's like they took a job for less pay, but it was, because they was making more at one time, and per hour, and now, oh my, I'm working at another job. I got 2 jobs, I got to make ends meet, so I have to. And his main job is paying them more. They don't like that job, they battle, I want to get off this job. I want to do something else. I don't like the boss. I don't like the company. The workers here, there, that we don't get along. So I mean, it could be pretty stressful at times. And on the average, we spend about a third of our lives at work. You know, let me see. That's like, let me see. Let me see. I'm not a good mathematician, but there's about 90,000 hours work, waking hours in our lifetime. That's a lot. And then you have to commute. If you have a car, you got, um, like that, you gotta get on the bus or train, or, like the L stations, in cities, you gotta commute, and you already had a 5 day, a week job, you're a walking machine. Some days you have to walk, I mean, it's a lot of things, something to come up, but you have to do it, and people are very unhappy because so they're stuck at a job that really they want to get out of, but it's stressful and they're angry about being there. So I just want to say this, the kind of people that might, that does feel unhappy about their jobs, um, and I'm gonna tell you, like, it's like this. If you have a poor attitude from your employee, I mean, it can create a bad, work environment, and if you're overworking, could be another big issue too, because there's a lot of hours you're working, and you get burnt out, so you stop enjoying the work that you like. I used to love working here, but then I see now they don't care about us. So a lot of key factors coming. Being unhappy with a job, and then some people hold their morals very high. It's a high standard, and you sometimes, like you said, others might not do. You have a mixed crowd there of people. So. And those things right there might affect you, because you you just believe that, that's your belief, but to each his own. I mean, they believe what they believe, you believe what you believe, and that's in any job now. Some jobs is like that. And jealousy too. I just want to say that jealousy is a big factor too. Um, some people they pat other people on the back and they forget about what you're doing, and it's like, oh my goodness, they just, and sometimes you might say, a person that's jealous of another person, not you, but I'm just giving some demonstrations, you see it, they start not liking you because you're getting all the praises from bosses and stuff, management, and you think it should be you. So, man, and most people ain't gonna leave a job in this day and time, even though they hate the job or they think about they should leave. And most things, it just ain't that simple now. You quit a job now, based upon your age or some, even education, your background. I mean, stuff like that. Uh, you ain't gonna get hired right away. You know, you don't get hired right away. Those things are something that really stand in the way. So you gotta be careful. I mean, stay on the job. Don't leave the job. Don't quit the job. Um, find options. Find ways that look for other jobs stuff out there. Give it time. Go to interviews. And when you can, before you make that move, leaving that job. Okay, because you don't want to do that. They'll put you in a great burden. The family, especially if you got a family too. What I mean, and the responsibilities. Um, um, they, some people they have a lot of things they have to take care of. They stay on the job, because they know, even though I'm happy, like saying, I was just talking about that, the kids, the mortgage, the debt, I mean, all the stuff they have. And but this job is paying them bills, helping with them, but it's paying more. So, I mean, so I know it bothers them, anybody, woman, man. I mean, it can bother them, to a point, I mean, it can actually bother them. You don't want to not work. Man, don't work. You won't be able to pay your bills. You won't be able to pay your bills. You want to be able to provide for your family. Take care of what's needed to be taken yourself. You have to, take care of yourself, and that's what's going on. And then, like I said, many jobs have vacancies, in other departments too. They want to transfer, and then it's like, you've been there for a long time, another entry-level job that you qualify for, and then all of a sudden you put your name down, I mean, they all of a sudden now you might have going for an interview for the job, you apply for it, and all of a sudden, some people, they choose management, man. I'm telling you. Management, in these companies, they'll choose somebody that's less skillful than you, the ones that they like. Some of them, they act like that. They favor them and all that. You're doing a good job. You're doing your job. You don't work on time. You're doing what you're supposed to be doing. They got a problem about you. Nothing like that you're doing. And soon as you apply for a job, all of a sudden now you have been you interviewed for it, and you think you did real well, and you're thinking that you're gonna get this job, but they give it to somebody that's less qualified than you, or somebody who they like, that they show a favor to us. So yes, it's the real world. We're living in that time. We living like that. And like I said, a lot of people, they worry. They do worry. The decision that they make. I mean, and it's fear. Some people live in fear that just because you're on a job, that you don't like, you hate, or and there's other jobs you can apply for. Some people well, I just got to deal with them, this boss and manager being mean to me. So even though I got the skills, but I don't think I can get the other job. That's fear. If you don't put your resume in fill out application and go into those interviews and try, if you just that scared to do that, then even though you're unhappy with the job you at, well, I say you gotta make in your mind that, hey, I'm a winner. I can do this. Okay, I know I gotta pay for my bills and stuff for my family that I did. And with this job here, I see another job's going. I can go out there and I have skills, and I can do the job, and so I'm gonna go to the interviews, and I'm gonna get this job. I'm gonna be confident getting this job. Yeah. And that's the thing is, fear stops a lot of things. And you have to. Can't be scary. Yeah. And that Um, I mean, there's a lot of reasons people are staying in bad jobs. You know, they think they're gonna go if you going to get something worse. You know, but it not might be that way. If you research, you do your research, and and you see a company that has high ratings, and do your research. Okay, you can get out of that job that you don't like. That's what somebody is telling you. Oh, I wouldn't leave that job right now. You know how many years? 5, 10 years? Man, I'll stay there. Even though they treat me wrong. Even there's other job opportunities, man. But man, I'm telling you, you might go over there and they might not, you might not even get that job. And then what you gonna do? Well, first of all, you keep the job that you got. You don't quit a job. Secondly, you step out in faith. I'll step out in faith and go apply for a job that's gonna pay you more. And you pray about it, okay? You're supposed to pray first. Pray about it. And some people thought they was in management at the old job, the job that you had, by being at the bottom, they might, oh, I'm not gonna be supervised no more. No, you're not. Okay, because you start a new job, and you believe in that you're gonna get that new job, it's gonna pay you more. Then why worry about being at the top? Huh? Come on now. Yeah. Oh, here's another thing I'm gonna say. Most people, like I say, I was talking about salary. That's one of the biggest things. Some people are gonna refuse. They refuse to leave their jobs, even though they may be unhappy, but their pay is good. So and they'll stay there. And some people will say, "Well, I find a job that's gonna pay me more or the same. But if if I get that job, I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave." And I believe that because I prayed about it. Okay, I'm talking about prayer again. I believe that it's gonna work out for my good. I mean, you have to pray though. Pray about stuff. Just don't jump into those jobs. Pray about it, okay? All right. And salary wise, that's a fight right now. There's a battle about salaries and stuff. About hourly pay right now. Because at one time, where they was paying on here, state I was in on $7 an hour, $7.25. And so now the COVID came, it seemed like the government and all that, they got together and raised the wages up to more higher, $15, $22 an hour some jobs now. It's so things change. You work to live, and that's what you work to live, so you can take care of your children, family, so you can take care of the bills, so you can help out. And I think many people they got to realize that even though society is changing, I know you're unhappy with your job. I know some of you, if you want to go back to school, some of you young enough, go back to school and get you find something that you want to do. But you can work too. Go to school. And most companies have where they pay for your college tuition. Some, you do that, then you can get. There's a lot of ways you can do. There's a lot of things you can do. Education is important. And we need that. And that's some things that was lacking. That's why a lot of people, they go for these jobs now. Some of them don't even have a high school diploma, not even an 8th grade education. They dropping out early now. And our young people right now, we just gotta keep praying for them too, because right now we see the trend is throughout the states, throughout the nation, what's going on. It's a lot of unhappy people out here, y'all. Unhappy people, okay? They didn't get paid right. They have a mean boss. They traveling on the plane, on the bus, back and forth. Um, they think about how to go back to the job again, the next day. People are unhappy. They're unhappy, y'all. They're unhappy because of what's going on right now. Yeah. Especially if you don't have a manager that's a team player, a management that's you have a manager that's mean, it turns everything off. So it makes it worse for many others trying to work and do their jobs because of a manager, or a supervisor. Yeah. These companies to find out, start doing some research on some of these supervisors and managers who they hire, because they can be using that to the advantage to make people, miserable, unhappy. Yeah, and pressure them, to work, and try to use it as an edge. We got some people like that. Okay, and I think companies need to pay attention to that because they're running people away. Some of the managers and supervisors out here are running people away. It's upper management because they're not around. But there's things that take place that should have, and you have workers quitting, all because it wasn't addressed. And it kept going and going, and it's still going. Well, managers don't know nothing about it, so they get away with it. I think all these companies should go and check out how people are being treated in these companies. They don't care about your color, what color you are. Race, actually, it's about people being treated as human, treated fair, treated equal. And that's what we're living in a time where we see there's a lot of mistreatment in some of these companies. There's a lot of mistreatment. Yeah, a lot of people are unhappy. Yeah. All right, well, I just want to talk about why people hate their jobs. Don't want to get up, go to work because they're dealing with all kinds of their boss, the front people at work, they're going back and forth, on the bus, they're driving, the work, the growth, being promoted, and there's, it's just a poor attitude in the place. But yeah, the thing is, it's keeping them from leaving because of the bill, and that's that was going on, and that's it's crazy though. But you gotta, people kind of work their way up, but when they got to the top, they became big, full of pride, became big-headed, okay, and they started sending other people that's under them to off like this. They was bullying them and telling them, you better do this, you do that, because they're management, yeah, that's sad. So once again, thank you for listening to Can't Catch a Break. I'm DJ and Dr. Shar, and I just need to hear from you. So once again, I'm going to say this. It's good to disagree and agree. Your feedback is important. Whatever you think, or a poll you want to take on people, I got many polls that y'all can put out. Okay? So your feedback, everything is welcome always. We want to hear from you. Thank you again for listening to Can't Catch a Break. All right. Well, thank you all. Y'all have a fantastic and a wonderful and a glorious day. I mean glorious day. Oh my goodness, a lighted day, a lit day in God. Okay, So, all right, let me stop. I'm just having some fun here. But thanks again. And like I say, I accept all. Come on, I want to hear from you. Whatever. I'm all right. We all right. Yeah, I'm sure all right. Love you. Y'all have a good day. Bye-bye.